definitely gonna be the goal. Oh man. Oh man, when your team is good in the NBA, man. Joe, and now I know how you felt.
Where AJ at when you need him. Where AJ at when you need him.
All right, so Joe, you're gonna have to play the video before we roll into this next one, man, because they see the topic already.
Let's get it.
Eagles and beat them for the most part when we've played them. I don't want to say check the record when they're the guys holding the trophy right now. So credit to them. They've earned it and they deserved it by all means. But, yeah, very close, especially when you even watch the NFC game, the NFC Championship. And those two teams that we battle against each and every year a couple of times. And as I said, feel confident about we've gotten the better part each and every time. To see it in such a dominating fashion, credit to them.
Talk to them.
All I ask.
That's all y'all get. That's all y'all get. It's too much craziness going on in the world. All I ask is when I go on air, man, and things happen. Y'all don't call me crazy too, man. You know what I'm saying? But the questions happen. I mean, we already know. Joe said it when we rolled out the episode. The Eagles and the Cowboys will be facing basically when they drop the banner for winning the Super Bowl on September 4th. It's going to be on NBC. They say this is the first time the rivals met on opening weekend since 2000. And Andy Reid coached the Eagles, and they rolled the Cowboys 41-14 at Texas Stadium. But we go into the link, as AJ would say. So I'm gonna sit back because I started the last one. I want to see what you all got to say. I want to hear what you all got to say because we've seen the moves that happen from both teams. And Dave, you know, I know we closer to the Commanders, so we're gonna let Joe go second. Dave, do you think the Cowboys close the gap with the Eagles?
No.
I knew it.
No. Yes, you got George Pickens. Congratulations. You put another receiver on the opposite side of the CeeDee Lamb. And I think this improves your offense. But no, I'm not going to say that right now in the offseason. They haven't played a game in the NFL yet. They just missed the playoffs. I'm not going to say that they aren't close to them just because they went and got George Pickens. They had a nice draft. You know, I'm not saying that. They got who is it? Who's the running back now, Tomo? Miles Sanders?
It's either Miles Sanders or Williams. Or
Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders. I mean, cool. That's good. That's good. But no. Before Dak got injured last year, he did not look good. He didn't. Sorry. Trayvon Diggs, he still was iffy after the ACL injury. I'm not going to say that they're close right now. No, I'm not. We have to see it on the field in order to make that case. That's the thing. Have to see it on the field. It's just not going to happen. No, they're not close yet. They did not close the gap. Offense got better. Give me wrong. On paper, offense got better because they got George Pickens, like I said, and that's the biggest talk of the town. But no, I'm not saying that they haven't proved anything to say that they're close to the reigning Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, the Eagles they dominated the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. You mean to tell me that the Cowboys are close to that? No, they're not.
He's on Mark Butt.
I ignored it on purpose.
Me too.
You got any shot? I'm not going to take hard of it. It's for Mark. Go ahead. If you got any shots to take.
No, it's all good. I just want to see what the Commanders do this season. And the Commanders is not a team that I root against. It's just Mark. That's it. It's just Mark. It's just Mark. I have no issue. Joe, you've known me for so long. I've never had an issue with the formerly known Redskins, the Washington football team command. I've never had an issue with them at all. I've always wanted them to be better, and I'm glad they are where they are. But because of Mark, I hope that Jaden Daniels does not have a sophomore slump, because if he does, I am at his neck all season long. That's all I got to say. Y'all you got Debo. You got my guy Debo. And he, looks good in the offseason. I get that. But no shots. You know me. I'm not the one for throwing shots. Unless they throwing at me, I don't throw shots. That's just how it is.
Sure. But did they close the gap? It's not close. Did they chop off the wide gap that was already there? They chopped off a margin of it. I'm not going to say it's closed, though. But I like what they did in the draft. They got Tyler Booker, the offensive lineman. They got the dude Donovan, the edge rusher. I like that. They got the cornerback from East Carolina. They got Jaden Blue. That's my dog. Yeah, I'm a Longhorn. So they had a nice draft, and they went and got George Pickens. Dak will be fully healthy. Dak does play well against the Philadelphia Eagles. I must say. And then the wild card for the Cowboys for me is the head coach. I have no opinions about him. I do not want to write him off. I just don't. But based off Jerry Jones' history, I will say it doesn't sound good because of who he hired, an unknown factor. But you just never know. You never know what I know his dad. His dad pretty good, but as far as him, I don't know what he's going to do personally. But I would say they have shortened the gap. But I still think the Philadelphia Eagles are very far from the Cowboys. I mean, the Eagles, what makes them elite, number one, they got the best O-line in the NFL. And you might say the Cowboys might can match it. Okay, fine. But the Cowboys don't have Saquon Barkley. That's right. That right there is just like, Saquon Barkley, bro, like what he did last year was crazy. I mean, he was the deep threat. We talking about in the NFL nowadays, your deep threat is your receivers. He was a deep threat for them. And on top of that, they got A.J. Brown, Donovan, and Devontae Smith. It's crazy. And then they had the best defense. It was a historic defense last year. It really was, especially in the playoff run. They forced a lot of turnovers. Vic Fangio is a really good defense coordinator. So, and then you know about that. So the Eagles, they are really good. But what I can say, that Dak play can supersede Jalen Hurts' play when they play each other. He can't outplay Hurts. And that's the most important position. The most important position is the quarterback position. But we just haven't seen Dak outside of Tampa Bay in recent years take it to a level where we can trust them. So that's the key factor right there. So it's like one of those wait and see. It's kind of like the conversation we had in NBA chat when Javon was like, "Oh, apologize to Randall." So if Dak go out and ball out, we gotta apologize to him too. You know what I mean? It's like we got to see you do your job, and hopefully he does, and we'll see what happens. So I would say they shorten the gap, but they ain't close it though. It's still a gap.
Did they close the gap? I mean, they won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like they won the Super Bowl, but I hear Eagles fans talk all the time about gaps, and when we talk about Super Bowls, the first thing they're gonna say is, "Did you see yours? Did you see your Super Bowl?" And I'm like, "Well, close the gap, because it's 5. Y'all got 2, right? That's how y'all feel when y'all talking to us, right? Oh, we just won one. Y'all didn't even win one. Y'all didn't even make the playoffs. Talking about closing the gap. My man said it, bro. When they play each other, it's very exciting, but we rarely see them actually play up against, him and Hurts actually go mano a mano. So at the end of the day, did they close the gap? I'm with you, Joe. They may have passed the baton off on the 400. So they're like, all right, bro, you run this 100 and then we can find a way to, do some things. Because it's only May. We got to go through training camp. People got to get cut. People got to get signed. Other things got to happen. But if we talking about on paper, what my man say? You may have the best team, but when we roll out on that field, boy, I'm just saying. Now we got 2 number ones. Just like y'all been having 2 number ones running through the division, going all crazy. You got A.J. Brown, you got Smitty. Oh, we doing this, we doing that. Same thing about that defense. They had the best defense. A lot of them pieces are gone, Joe. They're going to have to rely on a lot of them second-year players. Y'all talk about Terry and what he did to Quinyon. You got Cooper DeJean. They had a good draft. Those players are first-year players as well. The same thing with Dallas in the O-line. So when it comes to O-line, I'm going to give it to Philly. Hands down, they got one of the best. I'm going to say trenches. They got the trenches right now. But when it comes to pass rushers, who over there? Brandon Graham retired. They believe in Huff. They got N'Kobe Dean with Nolan Smith. Sweat gone. So I'm just saying, there's just a lot of players that ain't there that was on that Super Bowl team that routed the Chiefs. So what you were saying, Dave, what they did to that Chiefs team, a lot of those players are gone. And CJ, the heartbeat of that secondary. He ain't gonna be there to tell Coop and them where to go, man. He ain't gonna be there when they throwing balls up from Cooper Rush and catching picks. So I think it's close, but at the end of the day, You want to check the record? It's 9-4, Mark. I got you off the top of the dome. So right now, I would say it's a 3-team race in the NFC East, and it just feels good to be back in the saddle, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Because they wouldn't have got Debo. I was sitting in the back like, what we going to do, man? We can't keep doing this CD stuff, man. Can't keep doing this, bro. CD by itself, I can't keep doing this. So, yeah, it just feels good to be a part of the conversation again. But, yeah, I wouldn't say we closed the gap, but that window is cracked a little bit. And I know I'm going to hear about it in the chat, but it's cool. I feel as though I was honest with this segment.
Nah, you made some good points about them losing some players because was it defensive tackle went to the Patriots, didn't he?
Yep.
But they regrouped in the draft, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they did. They had a good draft as well. So
I mean, but they ain't the only ones that get players from Georgia. I'm just saying, you know.
I mean, I know because Michael Williams came from Georgia, so I know. And you can watch that boy in training camp. He a monster right now. So all I'm saying is, Mark, I hope we see y'all in the playoffs.
He said that's all I'm saying.
I hope.
But yeah, Saquon is definitely a major piece. And if Dallas can't stop the run, that's where they're gonna kill us at. But Saquon might be on the cover of Madden. Let's get to that locker, man.
Let's get it.
They are going.